When we lost Lawrence, everything changed in an instant. We couldn't let this story end with us.
We knew we needed to turn grief into action almost right away. As an adult, he was a very warm and caring friend, kind of an old soul, but also the life of the party and so much fun. As a little brother, he was a real pain. I mean, he broke all my toys, stole all my stuff, but he was, very outdoorsy, very fun, very full of energy.
Lawrence was a person who loved to be part of a good time, but hated people to make him the focus of a good time. But I think he would also be overwhelmed and overjoyed, really, to see the love and support that's come from his close community and friends and family. It's become a powerful network, and we're carrying that forward, and I think he would be very pleased with that. Love for Lawrence's mission is to change the conversation around mental health and suicide, to prevent anyone else from losing their life through suicide. We've, from the very beginning, felt that if we could save one person's life, it would be worth it.
Suicide is impacting everybody, and it affects all of us. Suicide, mental health, shows no discrimination.
Until this happens to you, I don't think that you understand the tragedy of suicide, but how many people are touched by it.
Everyone is struggling in some way, shape, or form. Mental illness is in 1 in 4 individuals. And if we make people more aware of it, people will then feel more comfortable talking about it, and then they're no longer feeling alone.
When you first start sharing, when you grow up with mental illness and you first start opening up about it to other people, it doesn't always go super well.
Mental health in particular is a challenging one because of the stigma associated with it that we as a community and society still carry forward. And when we hear that someone has a mental health problem, and the reality is 20% of people walking around have a serious mental illness. It's incredibly common. People deal with this every day, but we still stigmatize it.
Stigma was something that prevented my brother from getting the help that he needed. And over time, to know that we've prevented more than one suicide and saved hopefully many people's lives is more meaningful than I could ever describe. And for me, it's a way to remember and honor my brother and to make sure that other people can keep their brothers close at hand. Love for Lawrence supports local organizations throughout the Tampa Bay area through an annual grant program where we offer grants of support to mental health providers and organizations who are focused on stigma reduction, preventing suicide, and programs that really reach people where they're at.
We can't do it by ourselves. It takes a village, it takes a community for us to create a suicide-safer community. And we can't do it without your support. The Love for Lawrence Foundation, they say, you know what? Here's a guy trying to do something good. Let's give him that helping hand up. And they did, and they provided us with 2 trainers. And like I said, when they gave us the funds to go out and do that, we started to blossom. Like I said, we went from 2 trainings a year to now up to 12. And it can't get any better than that.
Without the support of Love for Lawrence, our educational programs would have not grown. Our employment programs would have not grown. Our social programs would not have grown. Through the support of Love for Lawrence, we have been able to go out into the community more and touch more lives and teach individuals that there are resources available to them to help them navigate their mental illness.
I want to talk very quickly about the impact, right? And what we've been able to do with the resources that you all have provided. You are going to be directly responsible for over 150 people getting care. And then that spills over, that becomes a larger body of 500 people that we're rolling this research. And so if you think about 500 people who are dealing with what could be a oftentimes overwhelming condition that impacts the way they see the world and their opportunity, their ability to participate in it, the joy they get out of waking up in the morning or their ability to do that. And we can move those 500 people dramatically closer to having a higher quality of life.
All I do is use my lived experience with abuse, mental illness, any kind of mental or emotional behavioral difficulty. All I do is use my lived experience with that to support other people who are living with the same thing. That's it.
The original version of Cope Notes, so this is like a very, very early stage idea. It used to be called Not a Therapist. That was the beta version. And someone at the event who was associated with Love for Lawrence was like, the idea is so cool. And he wrote me a check for $1,000 to help like seed the idea. And this was money that I legitimately didn't have at the time. So it was so cool to have somebody believe in the idea enough to say, here's some money to help you get off the ground. And now it's like literally more than 8 years later, we've sent like millions and millions of interventions to people all over the world. And I always think like how important that first $1,000 was, but more than that, it was having somebody believe in what I was building.
We didn't set out to create big numbers. We set out to create impact. But year after year, those ripples have grown because every honest conversation pushes back against stigma. Every story shared makes it safer for someone else to speak.
That's what Love for Lawrence is about. And this is what we build together. Thank you.
They're not alone.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Thank you for showing up for people like me. Please don't quit yet. We need you.